Hello YouTube, we're going to be doing a RDA combo video here. It does require you to have Vision Resonator in your hand. There are other ways that we can make this go further, but I'm going to show you the bare minimum of what you would need without complete RNG of certain 1-ups. So to start off with, we're just going to do our normal lineup here. Go Soul Resonator line up to our Scarred. So we're going to grab Bone Resonator. Bone Resonator is going to send the Imperm. It could be whatever you have in hand. That's not really needed at that point. Just choose one of them. We're going to decrease the level by sending the Crimson Resonator. Go Red Rising. Red Rising to grab the Crimson. Like I said, this is nothing new at the moment. Okay, so here, since we do have Synchro of 8, we are going to grab both of the Synchron Resonators. And now we're going to go Scarred. Summon the Vision. Synchro all three here into Red Supernova. So we'll go Vision for Chainlink 1. Go Scarred for Chainlink 2. And then we will use one of those, and we're going to grab the Soul Resonator for next turn. Now here we're going to grab Crimson Gaia. Now here's where we get the choice. With Crimson Gaia's effect, we are not grabbing Red Zone here. Here we're going to grab the Earthbound Immortal. New card that just came out in Maze of the Masters. Now we are going to activate the Immortal by banishing it, and we're going to send the RDA. And then we're going to Synchro Summon Red Nova Dragon directly from our extra deck. Now do keep in mind that because we did use the Earthbound Immortal Red Nova, this Red Nova Dragon is being treated as a Synchro Summon. So do keep that in mind. So now we have a monster with 55 and a monster with 6,000, which is more than enough to end games on its own. And then on our next turn follow-up, we can grab the red zone. But this is where I was saying that it does require like a little bit of RNG. If you open red zone, you can go this route, but if you don't open red zone, I personally recommend grabbing the red zone off of Gaia. Because yes, the attack negate is great off of Red Nova, but it's not really needed. And it's just there to be funny. But then just battle phase. And just swing for 11-5. Again, going first, you wouldn't be able to do this, but it's just fun. But this is the deck list that I'm running. Is the one Earthbound Immortal, 3 Lubellion, 1 Druis, 1 Magnahut, 1 Serenir, 1 Boldrake, 3 Bone Archfiend, 1 Wandering King Wildwind, 1 Uvaloop. This card here is single-handedly stupid and broken. And the best part about it is your opponent cannot bestial this card because he is not a light or a dark, he's earth. Then, best card of the deck, we got the 3 Soul Resonator, 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Crimson Resonator, 2 Assault Synchron. This card here is absolutely busted because you can actually recycle your Red Nova's effect 3 times in a turn. Yes, you heard me correct. 3 times. You can nuke their board 3 times in a single turn. So the first is obviously just Red Supernova in response, nuke their board, bring it back with Red Zone, wait for them to try to set up a second time, nuke their board again, and then we go Assault Synchron on resolution of this and bring him back again for the third time. And normally, by the time you hit them twice, you've got game. I had this come up perfectly in locals a few months back. Opponent was playing tier, and there was no coming back from having his Rhino Heart banished off of this. But going back to the list, we also run the 3 Vision, 2 Synchron, 3 of our Resonator Call because we like to Rhoda everything out, and this is not a once per turn. 1 Called by the Grave because we like our effects to go off. 2 Crimson Gaia, you could bump this up to 3, or you can even drop this down to 1. Personally, I am thinking of maybe dropping Ash here to 2, or even dropping one of the Bestials and put this to 3. And then we have the 3 Imperms, and then because we are running the Bestial engine, we do run the 1 Branded Beast and the Branded Intrude, because if they go to do literally anything, we're going to just banish everything that they use as material. And then the 1 copy of Red Zone. And then up for the extra deck, we have the 3 Red Rising, the 1 Kiri Belt, 2 RDA, 2 Scarred Dragon Archfiend, which also counts as RDA. This card here is absolutely busted. Just use it as synchro material and you bring out RDA. And if you use a dark dragon synchro monster, you can destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. So it's kind of like a Raigeki. Well, I guess I should say Lightning Storm since it does the same thing. On top of summoning the RDA. Then we have the 1 Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend because he's just another RDA name. And you can inflict 500 damage when you use his effect times the number of monsters you destroyed by the effect. 1 Abyss because, again, we like our effects to go off and we like to hinder our opponent. Bane because he's funny and we can make a lot of funny shit with this guy. 1 Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend. This, honestly, I don't really go into him much, but he's nice to have regardless. I'm actually thinking about dropping him for another Scarred, or maybe even a 2nd Abyss. And then, of course, we do run the Dissipator because we like to recur our stuff even further. Then the Red Nova because 1, we can actually synchro it in here, and 2, we can cheese him out with the Earthbound Immortal. And then finally, the red Supernova, the absolute beast of this deck. And then for the side deck, we have the 3D barrier. Because again, we like to hinder our opponents in every way, shape, and form. 3 evenly, because again, we don't like going second in this deck, but if we are forced to, we can fall back on this. 3 Cosmic Cyclone, because with Malice and everything coming out, and they love their fields, we can do this, but we do have to be careful with Malice because Cryptor just likes to shuffle stuff back and just non-target banish everything, which we can avoid that with Red Supernova because we can just banish it again, but at the same time, they just pay life and come back. So this card here is not that great against Malice. We do run the 1 Archfiend Eccentric because it's just another MST. We do have the 2nd Druid Swarm because you can never have too many Bestials in this deck. And they're all basically just there to screw with the opponent. 3 Nibiru. Again, we'd like to hinder our opponent in every way that we possibly can. And we have the 2nd Red Nova Immortal here, just for a little extra consistency if we need it. And the great thing about this guy here is he does not require a field spell to stay up on the field, so you can just normal summon him and just keep going. In fact, you can actually summon him the following turn by either banishing the Red Rising and summoning the 2 Synchron Resonators, or you can hit him with Bane and main phase 2 summon him out. So there's plenty of ways that you can get this guy out without wasting your normal summon beforehand. But yeah, that's the RDA Immortal build. Hope you guys enjoy. This is Muramasa, signing out.